you need to be able to understand what is happening, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. What you must think of and what you must look to now is the life post. Thank you, because we're going to come back to the musicality of that. That's why I want all of you to learning at least one instrument. That's why I brought mine, and I'm going to show you how with only four black on the keyboard or all your piano at home. Four, you can play any of the Negro spirituals. Amazing Grace, you can play only four. Soon and very soon, the song that God made popular, written by Andre Crouch and made popular by Michael Jackson's funeral, I'll make that available to you. So please, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, this is the best time for you to follow me, because I'm going to be giving out gifts on a daily basis to anyone that comes up on my social interaction. They are saying we should distance ourselves socially. That is very, very inhuman. That is not natural, and therefore that is counterproductive. So we have to mitigate. I'm not saying we should disobey. We have to mitigate whatever lockdown instruction you have with what? A lot of activity. They locked you down in the house, but they didn't lock down your brain. So we're going to show you. You'll learn new instruments. Remember, you don't need to know anything about the white ones, just the black one. I'm going to show you how four of it can play any of your favorite Negro spiritual. You need to know that. If you know that, you know that this is the best time on planet Earth to be alive, because you wanted to learn a new musical instrument, but you didn't have time because you were involved in learning. You didn't have time because you were involved in education, or you didn't have time because you were occupied. That means you were involved in your occupation. Now you have been deoccupied, and some of you honestly did not prepare for this. So that's why we're giving you the tools. Number one tool, start thinking. Only four of this. One, two, three, four. Four of this. All you need is master four of this, and you can play any Negro spiritual. I told you. I told you first. This is the first time it's been revealed in a post-COVID environment. So I'm going to show you that, and we're going to discuss that much later. But before we start, can you see what I'm doing? I'm naturally itching and scratching my head. So what they say we should do now, we should disinfect. Remember, not disengage. We are not allowed to disengage. We are allowed to disinfect. So here is my sanitizer, and I will show you how to make your sanitizer. If because you're on lockdown you run out of sanitizer, I will show you how to make your own sanitizer. It is very easy for you to make your own sanitizer. Why? Because it's a chemical compound. Why? Every human being that has a kitchen is a chemist. They've mixed solutions before, and they came out with what called soup. So you put your sanitizer here, and then you rub your fingers in between your fingers, and then around your palm, and right at the back of your palm, one hand doing the other. Can you see the unity of hands? The unity of hands is able to sanitize your hands. That's the unity of you and me, the two of us. Thank you for those that have written the city you are watching from. I'm so glad you're watching. Yeah, thank you. You're watching from Lusaka. Whatever city you are watching from, may I ask you for one huge favor? Type under comments. Now, for those of you on YouTube, type under comments. Just type the city you're watching from. See, write the name of your city. For those of you on Facebook, type your city. For those of you on Instagram, type your city. And for those of you on either you are on Periscope or you are any of the multi-channel that is going on, because I cannot keep a tap of all of them. But I understand that from this morning, we are having more channels joining us because of what we did every day last week. Every day last week, 3 times every day, we went out, we came to your house. If you missed out on that, can I encourage you to go pick up what we discussed? There were very fascinating things we discussed. And if you have any questions from them, put them in the comment box. That's what we're here for. Share one another's burden, right? Because we're here to share. One thing we discussed last week was understanding that your orange juice or your citric fruits have a component, a vital component to play in your dietary resilience. That means we have, all of us have an autoimmune system. Let me say that in small English. It means your body will fight anytime your body is under attack. So if a strange thing enters your body doesn't like it, and your body fights it. The big word that doctors, the big word that we used in describing that was immune system response. And sometimes it is provoked by the appearance of a small, tiny, tiny, tiny thing you can't see with your eye. You have to put it under the magnifier and you still can't see it. You have to put it under the microscope, and the microscope makes it 40 times bigger. So we have told you, we shared this last week, you need to build your immune system. You can't eat anything you like now. You have to eat what your body likes. And what your body likes will be different from what your taste is. So that's why we're saying you have to modify your taste. Thank you for mentioning the camera to me. And we also shared the lemon. We told you what is the essential ingredient of lemon, and we shared it with all of you. So you must understand why lemon is a good thing for your immune system, because it has vitamin C, and we are helping you to understand that in this period that we are in, it is the best of times if you listen to what we're saying, if you get information, because Charles Dickens described this period we're going through now as the best of times and the worst of times. How can that sound contradictory? How can one period in human existence be the best and the worst? Let me tell you why. Sadly, some people are home and grumpy. They do not connect with other people that are also at home. If you do not connect with other people at home, you are putting yourself in harm's way. You need to connect with me. If you've not called me before, I need you to call me. I need you to connect with me. That's why I gave you my Twitter handle there. My Twitter handle is there at Chris Imapidon. Just send me a DM. If you don't have a Twitter account, I'm sorry, get somebody that has a Twitter account that you know and tell them you need to contact me immediately regarding this COVID-19 virus. You need to contact me regarding the coronavirus blues. If your mood is affected in any way, shape, or form, you must contact me. Why? Because we'll be able to have a discussion about it. Why? Because I'll be able to share with you what I have here. I have freebies here, free items, yes. So please, can you type the city you are in? I need you to type the city you are in now. I want you to do me one favor. Type the city you are watching me from now. I need to know the name of your city, because if you're in New York, I can make sure that this New York Times newspaper, which comes out from your city, which is published in your city, I give you the required information that you need in your locality. I'm not telling you about my locality. If you are in Wuhan, in China, I share with you useful information. Thank you. Yeah, did you tag Andrew Cotat? I think Andrew Cotat is coming on later, because Andrew Cotat has agreed with me and will be sharing in the week what you need to do to lift yourself out of the blues and right into excitement. For you to understand what is happening in this time, you have to know. If you don't understand what is happening, you think this is the end of the world. I saw a television program. This is what what saddens me. A real live television program telling us breaking news. Do you know what the breaking news was? The largest airport in the whole of Midlands in England, the largest airport is Birmingham Airport. They are going to convert it into a morgue, a mortuary. So they want people to know that the airport is no longer available for flights or holidays on what we used to use it for. It's not going to have dead people in it. Can you imagine how depressing that is? Please do not sit down watching Rolling News. I plead with you. If you have come on this now, please just take away this story. Take away one instruction I'm instructing you, do not listen to mainstream television and just sucking the guns that is coming out of there. There's more danger in mainstream television than in coronavirus. Let me say this slowly. They are pumping fear, and fear weakens your immune system. They are anyone that coughs now, they just, oh, it's corona. Everybody's afraid. The GP, I had the pleasure of hearing the GP in North London, general practitioner, that's a family physicians, as the North Americans will call it. She is inundated with people that have cough. And if anybody sees anybody coughing, they call her again. And she's done test after test, and these people are testing negative for corona. So cough is cough. Coronavirus is coronavirus. It is good for us to be careful, but we cannot be hysterical. That's a function of how much information you get from mainstream media. So I'll tell you, if you're Wuhan, I will give you a gift. For coming on this, I will give you a gift because this is China Daily. All you need to do on my Facebook page or follow me on my Twitter page, particularly my Twitter page, I will be sharing breaking news. I will be sharing news that will help you make a decision. News that will make you understand this. Let me just play with something. Because you are here for a purpose. I need you to just listen to this music, right? Because I'm going to play, I'm going to show you, like I said, if you're just coming in now, we're going to make sure that we take you through all of this. How do you play this? How are you able to play this in a matter of 7 days? And what is the fundamental principle of being able to play any Negro spiritual? You need to know that. If you know that, then you know that fear is not part of your formula. The formula for life is different from the formula for fear. So I really need you to understand this and work through all of this and then be able to do things that you never did before. Because I'm going to make available to you books. I'm going to make available to you a podcast. So I need you, because that's why we're playing this music now, to understand how powerful music is to your immune system. So now, I promised I was going to show you, if you run out of sanitizers, I'm going to show you things. So if you're in New York, I'm going to give you free. Let me reduce this for 1 minute. Because you can climb any mountain that anybody throws at you. Yes. So right now, if you're in London for any reason, don't go out and get a newspaper. It might be in lockdown. Don't get any newspaper. I'm telling you, I will supply the news required for the entire period of lockdown for free. 100% free. You don't need to pay anything for it. And another thing you didn't know, thanks, that's the Times of London, that's New York Times, that's Wuhan Daily, in Mandarin and in English. I will be sharing with you your news in your city. That's the reason why I'm asking you to please go and type in now. I'm not trying to promote interactivity. Don't get me wrong. This is not the time for gimmicks. We are dealing with issues of life and death. And we need to be able to inspire as many people as possible and get them from a low state onto the top state. And one of the easiest way to do that, and the cheapest way to do that, and the most effective on planet Earth, the efficacy of music therapy is beyond doubt. Beyond doubt. Beyond doubt. That's the reason why I need to let you inform that. Some of you did it because you wanted to be entertainers. That's fine. Others did music because your English teacher came and told you about a poem that converted to a song, and therefore you fell in love with songwriting or music. That's fine. But this music that we're talking about now, in the times we are living now, is therapeutic. Music is therapeutic. Music causes the body to secrete substances. Yes. Without you taking it by mouth, without you taking it, the music makes you secrete new substances. I mean, the body produces new substances when you play musical instrument, string instrument, wind instrument. I'm going to tell you about my guitar later because it's useful for you to know that. So I am appealing to you. I want to give you free news about your city, and then free news about your city, no matter what language, French, German, Espanol, any language. I will make sure you have the news for the day, and will be news that is positive and relevant, not the news of the number of people that died yesterday. Then they tell you the news of the people, more people that died more than the day before. And then they give you a projection. This is a government officer coming up to tell me how many people died, and you call that news. Meanwhile, all of us are in lockdown, depressed already because this is not used to we're not used to this. Our body is not used to it. Our mentality is not used to it. And then you are pouring real insult on the injury caused by your lockdown by giving us even more negative news. Come on. Somebody should wake up and smell the coffee and understand that men were not designed for this, women were not designed for this. This is an artificial, short-term. Therefore, we must do something different to lift the spirits of the people. I was saddened when I heard that my great friend Thomas Schaffer, he used to be the finance minister, the German finance minister. Dr. Ossoline Dr. Osler came to LSE a few short weeks ago, and Dr. Osler used to be the German defense minister. And now the finance minister could not handle the perceived consequences of coronavirus. I know those of you on social media will have seen when I shared it. I shared it some hours ago. It really saddens me. I don't want that to happen to anybody on this platform. If you came on this platform or you're hearing the sound of my voice, now understand why you're going to leave. This is the reason you're going to leave. Number one reason why you're going to leave is that you're going to use sanitizer. You're going to use the sanitizer, and you're going to clean your hands, and you're going to rub your fingers, and you're going to rub your palm, and you're going to be, your personal hygiene is going to go up. So that would defeat infection by the coronavirus. Number two, why you're going to live and not die. I've already explained to you the musicality and why you're going to learn a new instrument. And I will personally teach you 4 black chords here, 4 black, and we even told you why. So you don't need to be a world expert. And with those 4, you'll be able to play any of the Negro spiritual. And I'll tell you how to extend that. So you don't need to be a super duper musician. You will make mistakes, by the way, to start with. You overcome mistakes, and then you make mistakes. I need you to tell me which instrument you want to learn to play, and I can give you additional support. If you have a keyboard at home, fine. If you don't have a keyboard, I will give you a free, type in the FREE instrument that you want to play in this period. Yes, you think it's impossible? I will provide it. All you need to do is follow me on Twitter. I will give you the link, and I will show you how to play a virtual instrument. Virtual. And once you practice with the virtual, it's like my friends that play war games, and also my friends that simulate. When they simulate, before you fly an airplane, now you do a simulation. I will show you how you can learn to fly helicopter. Yes, this is not a promise. This is the benefit of lockdown. I will show you how to fly an aeroplane. Yes, I will give you simulation after simulation, and you will learn to fly an aeroplane. Don't be afraid. From the comfort of your house. Yeah, we're going to show you that. You will learn to fly. So that's going to be one of the benefits. Remember, one of you is going to win this. One of you will win this. You will win this. This is up for you to win. Type the name of your city and then follow me on Twitter, and I will tell you exactly what you need to do it. Those of you on Periscope, you will win it. I don't care what you say. Now, this is a guarantee. The Times, I was mentioning the Times earlier, the Times of London has made this available to all of you today. If you log in today or you're watching this program today, Today, This used to be the best-selling book. We are making this book available to you 100% free. Free. You just need to follow simple steps. This book will be sent to you free. If you wanted to buy it before now, you pay £19.99. Then, if you order it on Amazon, you pay 25 because Amazon will add postage and packaging. But we will make this. We are making this available for you free. Thanks to the Times of London. You know, I did some writing for the Times. Some of you will have read my special op-ed in the Times of London, talking about learning, education, and being able to understand the key factors that can accelerate learning. If you haven't read it, please go and get it. It was in the Times of London. It was a special op-ed, and those were just months after. Was it months? No, it wasn't months. It was weeks after Barack Obama, then President Barack Obama, wrote an op-ed for the Telegraph. I had the invitation by the Times of London to write an op-ed, and Times of London has worked with us at the Excellence in Education website, the Excellence in Education program for inner cities that has produced the highest number of record-breaking students anywhere on the planet Earth. I'm privileged to chair that and the board of that, and we're making this available to you, by the way. No questions asked. What you need to do is just go now on Twitter today, not tomorrow, today, not yesterday. Today, we'll make it available to you, provided you can show to us you're involved in any educational activity. And then we are making this available to you as well. We will make this available to you. If you're an entrepreneur, we will discuss in more details why we're making this available to you. Because this is the best time to be alive. This is unbelievable. It sounds like a contradiction. But if anybody ever thought this was going to happen, they would have laughed you to the face. Laughed at you to the face and say, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking of doing? How would you call this the best of time? It is the best of time because it's time for reflection, review, and rejuvenation. That means you stop back and look back at what you've done. You check all the things you've done before, and then you come back with real energy, new energy. I'm not going to fail in telling you this because I'm going to keep my promise. I told you about how do you make a hand sanitizer. Remember, we told you that the best thing for you to do is increase your personal hygiene. How do you make your hand sanitizer? Call your friends now and share with your friends. I'm going to play a little bit of music for you to hear. Because how do you, when we come back, I'm going to tell you, how do you make your hand sanitizer? You need to know how you can make yours once you run out. Because your hand sanitizer is going to make the difference between succeeding and failing. Okay, so those of you, welcome back. You need to know how to make a hand sanitizer. If you didn't know how to make a hand sanitizer, know one thing. Alcohol is cytotoxic. I mean, alcohol and the COVID-19. The COVID-19 and alcohol do not like each other. Let me just pause this for 1 minute because I'm going to come back on that in a minute. Yes, all you need to do, yeah, okay, that's great. What you need to do right now is absolutely understand why you need to know how to make a hand sanitizer, because if you're on lockdown, you will not be successful in making your hand sanitizer. Why? I'll tell you this, because it's very easy, and most people don't understand this because they think you need a degree in chemistry to. They think you need a degree in chemistry to be able to do your hand sanitizer. Of course you don't. We're having a slight technical glitch here, and we will be able to fix that very shortly. We will be able to fix it very shortly and let everybody know why it is useful. Let everybody know why it is useful for you to learn a hand sanitizer and make a hand sanitizer, because it is a chemical product. It is a chemical product. You establish the ingredients. Thank you for those. I understand people on Facebook Live. missed us a little bit because of the slight glitch. I want you to share. If you just come back now on Facebook, welcome to our cast for Monday. We are dealing with the issue of lockdown. This is Monday, the 30th of March. We are dealing with the issue of lockdown and how you can make it useful. So please go and share. Those of you that just came back, I understand we lost some signals with people on one of the platforms. I think that was Facebook. No, but I know that Periscope went uninterrupted. I know that YouTube went uninterrupted. I know that Instagram went uninterrupted. So we will need to recap. You can make your own sanitizer at home. You take an alcohol-based solution like this, mentholated spirit. You take what they said was a washing up liquid or any soap device. You are able to work with that and put it on a bowl. I'm sorry, you can't see this now. I'll try and lift this up in a minute so you can see that. I want you to understand that why it is so easy. So don't spend all the time glooming and mourning and saying, "Oh, we run out of sanitizers." No, maintain your personal hygiene. Use warm, soapy water to wash your hands. You will get rid of all the debris and all the dirt, and more importantly, the more frequent you wash it, the higher the tendency for you to get rid of any microbes. It doesn't have to be even the deadliest of them all. I'm telling you that even the deadliest of them all, we've gotten rid of. So-called COVID-19. You can get rid of it. A lot of people have gotten rid of it. In the afternoon, later today, I'm going to tell you, if you know of anyone that has contracted the COVID virus, we will tell you what you need to do. Because 4 out of 5 people that are positive will pull through if we give them the right tools. We will give you the right tools, and we will hear from people that have gone through it. Oh, many people have been positive. They self-isolated. They were able to pull through. We will tell you when we come back essentially what you need to do or what you need to know about the mask. You know, they're talking about the mask all the time. What do you need to know about mask? We will tell you all of that. Which of the masks is bacteria effective? Which of the masks is microbe effective? And which of the masks is effective against virus? We will tell you the latest and the upcoming antivirals so that you are informed. Remember, if you're on this channel or if you hear the words that I share with you, you have no right to fear death. The spirit of death may be in your city, but it's not going to hit you because you're going to take practical steps to frustrate all that anybody has ever told you about the infection. You will frustrate the infection in your place. So right now, we need you to make sure you come back 7 p.m. 7 p.m. We're going to come back right another 8 hours from now. I'll be sharing with the entrepreneurs. I'll be discussing with all of you that are involved in lockdown. Anybody involved in lockdown will be able to talk that with you and share all you need to. So I thank you for listening. And I'm going to sign off. I'm going to sign off by playing part of why I'm doing what I'm doing because I was raised for a time as this. Thank you very much.